What's going on, everyone? Hope you're good. Hope you are well. Great to see you all. Today is Sunday. I know a little bit different than the norm for my streams, but I got a special guest. I want to give a special shout out, though, really quick to Lord MyTac. Great to see you. Also, shouts out to Kelsey, all the way out in the UK. I appreciate you waiting, taking your time for me. Uh, Fragrance, Fright Night. Great to see you. 801. I'm good. Huge fan. Just handled one. I mean, come on now. Y'all know I usually come on time. Why is it pulling me out of focus? I don't know. We'll have to see in 10 minutes. Absolutely not at all. Where are you? What's up, Hollywood Chuck Hogan? What's up, Wiz? Move the mic a little further back. Hopefully now it'll start to focus. Kelsey is. Let me know y'all sense of the day. Let me know how y'all feeling. What's going on, Captain, my captain? Okay, now I could officially start. Captain has walked in the building. Shouts out to Captain and Coke. Shouts out to Last Mohican. So yeah, a couple of quick parameters. The guest I'll bring in a second. She's amazing. But I want to say first of all, thank you to everyone who shows up, who showed up. Uh, Second of all, scent of the day. Shouts out to Juan over at Fatboy Fragrance. I am wearing a decant of his. This is John Paul Gaultier's Scandal. Check out Juan over at Fatboy Fragrance. He has a store, he has a channel, he does reviews, but he also sells decants. So make sure you check him out. Shouts out to Chris. You know, Chris the Canadian. We got Canada here. We got UK here. We have a little bit of everything. Center of the day, Lone Reach. That's funny because that's going to tie into what one of the main topics of today is. Got that oud in Calavados today. Rico, you're always wearing something fancy, man. Shouts out to Rico over at Fragged Out Swagged Out. Check his Instagram out. Check his YouTube channel out. Uh, I'll be here I'll be here for another hour or less. Gotta head to JFK to. Hey, all good, Rudy. I appreciate you for stopping by. Check out Rudy over at Time to Musk Up. The man is what I call the PhD of EDP. Awesome stuff. Rico, great to see you. Alarm Sport O Extreme, great choice. Y'all know me. That's one of my favorites. Captain, let me read off. Emerald Street from Alexandria. It's a Bleecker Street. Got you. I'll have to check that one out. Also, speaking of awesome people, shouts out to Jonathan, 1970. Great to see you, bro. And Melissa, hello. Not by Bottega Veneta is your scent of the day. Awesome stuff. So, like I said, shouts out to Juan for the decants. I do have in my description a link to my Zherzhov page. I mean, to my Zherzhov video, which you can still click until 11:59 Eastern Standard Time tonight. Enter my giveaway because I will be giving away a Zherzhov sample set. Uh, so yeah, that's still a thing. And I have my guest here. I'm not gonna hold them very long in terms of this. They've been here for a few seconds. So let's just welcome them. A lot of you may know them. A lot of you may not know her, but that's fine because today we're all gonna know her, meet her, appreciate her. We're gonna discuss some fragrances because we have to also talk about some authenticity perfumes. Let me just get into it.
Hello.
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. You look great. Thanks to see you.
It's
Awesome.
good to see you, man. He's real needy, so he anytime I touch my phone, he just jumps on my lap. So he's gonna
Hey,
be with us today.
that's fine. We're like animal people around here, so that works. And anytime that there's any type of pet of any kind, everyone like, oh my gosh, dog, cat, whatever it may be, lizard. We appreciate it. So, but no, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for taking time to stop
Thank you for
by.
having me, man.
Hey, anytime. I know I've been watching your videos for a minute, at least the last year. I'm not gonna act like I've been watching your channel. I've been watching your channel. I was one of your first subscribers. No, I'm not gonna act like that. But at the same time, I have been watching you for a minute. You've made like awesome content, and I know like you like to cover a lot of you like to cover a lot. You're like me a little bit. You kind of cover an array of fragrances. Also, shouts out to Salty Salt, but formerly known as Scent Assault, a great YouTube channel. Hey Patrick, but but yeah, I've seen you cover an array of fragrances. Indie niche, a little bit of designer in the mix, a little bit of everything, and when I realized that this was one of the things that I still had left for me to try to do, and I've been trying to reach out to you a little bit and collab with you. I was like, okay, let's just do this and marry the two things together. In Authenticity Perfumes and my fragrance samples that I do have. Um, Jonathan, sorry, great to see you, and RXL. Uh, Let me ask you a question really quick, so this way we kind of
Sure.
get to know you a little bit. What are some of your favorite just fragrances, whether they're indie niche, big? Like, give me like a top 3 or 4 if you have one.
I
I know it's hard.
first of all, I like fresh. So I would say
Okay,
right now my favorite fragrance is Parfums Michelaf Desire Toxic.
nice.
It is really good. I don't feel like enough people talk about it, but in terms of niche, that's got to be my number one. In terms of indie, ooh, that's really hard because that's kind of like probably my favorite. I have a couple of favorites. I don't know if you've ever tried Shelter and Perfume Sir, but it's like super easy reach, fresh fragrance.
Mm,
That's like vetiver. It's got like some smooth leather. It's really really good. I like San Diego from City Rhythm,
steady rhythm. Okay.
Kirk Elliott. I like a bunch of Happy Lands. I feel like I can't pick. I can tell you
Right.
10. I can't tell you
I mean,
three.
that's fine. I mean, even if you rattle off 10, it's okay for a few seconds. Let the people know. This is like an ice breaking question, if you will, especially for a lot of us that may have not seen your channel before, may come across this later. It's like, hey, okay, now I get to know this person a little bit, and I am going to be trying Shelter and Perfumes very soon. I have some stuff on the way, so
Dude,
I have not
you
tried any of
are.
their stuff yet.
I think you're gonna love. You could like a lot of them because there's a new one. And do you like vetiver?
I've learned to appreciate rhetoric.
Okay.
Asked me this 5 years ago, no, but now at this point, yeah,
No,
I'll
I'm with
say
you 110%. But I'm starting to like it now, depending on what it's mixed with. And her new vetiver one, I really like. But Sir is like my go-to.
got
Um,
you.
but I mean, in terms of, I would say, if we're just going straight up, designer, my number one like dumb reach, probably for life, is going to be Dior Homme 2020. Super basic, but I don't care.
Right.
It's awesome.
Okay. Nice. Uh, what got you in? I guess I should have started with this question because it's technically going to be the start. But like, at what point, what got you into fragrance necessarily?
I feel like I've always like worn something, but there's this one Christmas where, well, it's the holidays. I think it was around Thanksgiving. I was with my sister and brother-in-law,
Hmm.
and they stopped by to pick up my brother-in-law a bottle of Invictus Legend at Macy's, and
Nice.
I smelled Spice Bomb Extreme.
Okay.
And I'd never really thought like, oh, I could get something from the men's section, but I just kept going back every single night and smelling it. And then one day I was like, okay, I just give me the bottle. I'm not going to sit here and like keep coming back every single day. And then she made
Got
me
you.
smell Y EVP, and I bought
Hmm.
that. And then I bought Code Absolute, and then Code Profumo, and then I just fell down the rabbit hole.
Got you.
How about
Okay.
you?
Me,
Yeah.
okay, so how I started into fragrances as a whole was just I was a young boy and very young, very very young. I was about 4 or 5. Not no, I wasn't even that young because I hadn't moved from New York yet. No, I did. I'm lying. I'm sorry. Uh, I was about 7, and my uncle goes out. He was the closest thing at the time to a father figure that I had, my mom's brother. So seeing him with the jupe, and he rocked a lot of Francesco Smolto, a very vintage, uh, 80s fragrance for sure. And those two things, mainly the jupe though, because it looked like a toy of some sort, especially for a child like me. Uh, but I used to think it was like the Sonic Chaos Emerald, so that's really why it gravitated my attention. And like as I got older, of course, puberty and everything, and I want girls to like me and everything. And then in high school, I was wearing Lacoste Homme a lot, and then after that, I'd say basically what got me into Fragcom. I bought Gucci Guilty for because I just got like my first real job, which ended up being where I worked in the ER in the hospital for 9 years. So it was basically one of my careers, and it sucked in a way that like I paid full price, and it's like I didn't know about discounters yet or anything, and it was like I dropped $90 on this. I feel like I could have gotten so much more for $90. I could, I was familiar with code because my mom wore the female code, and it just ended up like not working. So I searched on YouTube. I was like, or not even YouTube yet. I just typed in Google. This is before, and Al popped up, but in a Google feed, but his YouTube video popped up, and I was like, huh. And so I clicked it, and he started talking about Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille, Amen, Pure Malt. This is when Pure Malt was like just released, and Angel Man, and all these fragrances I never even knew existed. And then I started to buy some of them. Some of them, like the Tom Fords, I was like, wait, I'm never dropping $200 on a fragrance. You got me crazy. Now, fast forward, now I'm over here. $200 is the minimum I'll spend on a fragrance, but yeah, so that's kind of that. And then just in talking to a few, because at the time the community was a whole lot closer, talking to a few other people who've reviewed, they were like uh one of them, Lionel Woods, a great person. Shouts out to Lionel Woods. I think his videos are still up if you search him. But he was like, man, if you just want to, because I was like, man, I'm tired of seeing reviews of stuff that I want that nobody's reviewed yet. And that's when he was like, well, then you review it since you have it. And the light bulb clicked. And speaking of reviews, shouts out to Mike over at Making Sense. The man makes some pretty nice fragrances, honestly, and pretty affordable too. Some clones, some originals. I just did his thing of Coconut Bay review
I watched
about
that one.
2 days ago. Thank you.
You may
Yes.
have sold me on that one, actually.
Okay. Yeah. Now that's a nice little spicy vanilla. You know, it's a really nice gourmand. Almost like it's a gourmand, but it's not meant to be a gourmand. But at the same time, because of that vanilla and that spice, it just works. Mike has really done his stuff, and like I said, it's really like that 17.5 ml runs you about $23 to $25. I'm sorry, Mike, I don't remember the exact price right now, but yeah, shouts out to Making Sense though, and shouts out to Stefan Fragrance. Check his channel out too. The man does reviews and everything. Thank you, Last of the Mohicans. I appreciate the Lilo and Stitch appreciation of my shirt. RXL in here back from the dead. Hey, shout out to Bad Karma. Thank you for stopping by. Time to musk up. Uh just trying to catch up really quick on everything. But um Authenticity Perfumes. Let's just segue into that since that's why we're really here. And also, yeah, Juan, I gave you your shout out a few seconds ago. Great to see you. Thank you for stopping by. And shouts out to Lay Wiz. Um, Authenticity Perfumes. It's safe to say you've tried a few of their fragrances.
I
more so,
think I have maybe all of them now. I'm
mm,
pretty sure. I'm like looking at my lineup. I'm pretty sure this is all of them.
okay. So I have one of them, which I have the sample set. Point of reference, their sample set from maybe like last year sometime. So that's kind of where all of this is coming from. I don't have Coffee Lush or Coffee. That's the name of Coffee Lush,
There
right?
is, yeah, Coffee Lush and Tobacco Boss. Yeah.
And Tobacco Boss
Yeah.
or the App Green Aura.
Green Aura. Yeah.
Green Aura. I don't have those three. I mean, I haven't tried those three, so I'll be looking to try those soon. But just for the purposes of content and releasing content, I figured let me start off slow. I do have Fresh Boss, which was my intro to the line.
That's a good one. That's still in my top 5.
Yes, I really, really, really enjoyed this one. This one was nice. It reminded me a little bit of Arbor from the Body Shop. Not sure if you've smelled that one before.
Haven't.
It's like just a basic fresh spicy, and it kind of took those principles, but where Arbor just laid on that fresh and spicy, this added like the orange and the peppermint and
Yeah.
other properties to like really round it out. So that's why I saw the notes and I was like, okay, that's one for sure I was gonna try. And among the same, I tried Summer Vibes last year. That was still their 1.0. That wasn't even their
The 2.0.
2.0 yet. And didn't they come out with a 3, or am I just imagining that?
Not
I know.
yet.
Okay, I know they reformulate a lot of their fragrances, so even some of these now that I'm smelling may or may not be what they are currently. But I will say that they, for their price, for what you're getting, the performance and the quality, it's pretty solid for $39
Dude,
at
that's
least.
what got me into them. I was like, so this is a like a niche brand, and I'm
Right.
getting 60 ml insanely high concentration for how much? And it's free shipping. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's why I was like, I'm just gonna fall down this rabbit hole. I don't even care because it's not like I'm wasting any money.
Right. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. And that's why, like, it's like some decants cost as much as one of their fragrances. Anyone in the chat try this house? Great question, Melissa. So, y'all let Melissa know if you any of you have tried it. Patrick has, smelling like Amouage Reflection, man. Okay. But yeah, so the ones that I have left to try for me, and then if you want to give your thoughts on the Tobacco Boss or the Green or the Coffee Lush, we could do that. But I have Urban King. I have I did try Authenticity too. So that, but I figured for the just to round everything out, I would put that in there. Uh Long Reach, and I know since the fight champ is here, then he'll want to have that because that's the center of the day. Silver Luxe and the Barbershop. So I have those to actually like try for sure. Oh, there's Romeo Blue. I
Which
that's
one?
another one.
1.0 or 2.0?
Exactly. I haven't tried either, but I don't have it in this set either. So I'll uh I'll look to have to try that one too eventually. But if you could share your thoughts on that,
Sure.
down the line, that would be greatly appreciated. Just so this way everyone kind of has a little bit of a take. Who is John Ridgefield? Summer Vibes rocks. Okay. Yeah, I do like have to say I appreciate the citrus pop with the cannabis. I do appreciate it for sure. Um, I didn't enjoy it as much as Fresh Boss, but I did like, oh, okay, a little bit of cannabis, a little bit of freshness here. Still came off kind of fruity to me, but yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually I'll start Authenticity, then Lone Reach, just because I've already tried the Authenticity, and I could just tell you all that this was a surprising fragrance. I think I would like out of the three that I have tried, I would probably say Fresh Boss, Authenticity, then Lone Reach, just because like this was still like in that citrusy element, kind of creamy. Like there was a sandalwood type of tone in here that I got, and
It's good.
woodsy as a whole, but it had like a musk too. I believe there was a little bit of musk going on in here, and it performed again like just for a solid, just regular men's front fragrance. Like if you needed one from the line, I'd rather say Fresh Boss. But if you wanted it to be less minty, like if you don't like mint, because I don't like mint like that, but that peppermint worked for me. Um, I'd probably say go with Authenticity's Authenticity. What would you say? What would you think?
I was like really all about this when I got it. I love dumb
Gotcha.
Reach fragrances. I know that, as someone who has a lot, you don't need any dumb Reach fragrances, but
Mm-hmm.
it's still my favorite category.
Mm.
Yeah, I love this one. And it's like sweet and citrusy, and there's like no occasion you couldn't wear it. From the house, if you were to ask me today, this would be my number two fragrance for sure. Cause it's like almost in the category of blue to where like you could literally wear it anytime and it's fresh. It's such
Gotcha.
a dumb Reach fragrance. It's really good though. And the performance is exactly like you said. Like these all perform amazing, but for how
Mm.
fresh this is, I think it like really shocked me.
Right. Right. Absolutely. I mean, it performed for being as fresh, and like you said, that's probably the most shocking part. I believe this one does cost a little bit more. Um, I believe
I
because it
think
was
you're
like their
right.
flagship.
He just did the 50 ml, but I haven't had a chance to look at it.
Gotcha.
Um, I feel like I don't remember how big mine is. Mine is 50 ml, but the bottle doesn't look like this anymore because this is kind of
Right.
older.
Right.
But I love it. It's not
Awesome.
my favorite though. It's my second favorite.
Also, shouts out to Eric, 1946. Just viewed your review of Aventus that you did 9 years ago. Listen, whether you're late to the party or not, the fact that you're watching my videos at all is all I appreciate. Thank you. Uh, Also, yes, that was a very throwback video. Wow, have times changed with that? I'll say. I picked up Homages on Beauty Spin. Hey, that's awesome, Jonathan. Great. Also, I really got Jonathan's been a very long time subscriber, so to see him here right now means a lot because he's been with me through. It's almost like he moved with me because I've done a few movings, a few breaks, a few ons and offs and starts and stops, and he's. It's just awesome to like have that connection with a lot of the subscribers like that, and just wanted to give a personal shout out to Jonathan for just being there all the time. He's even won some giveaways from me, not because of it, but that's how long that he's been with me. Uh, so next, I want to get into Lone Riche. I haven't tried this one yet, so I'll be getting like a little paper and going ahead and spraying to try. But yeah, I I'll ask really quick while I'm setting this up. What are some of your preferred hobbies outside of fragrance?
Outside of fragrance, I'm a huge gym rat, so the thing that I'm like consistent about all of the time is that I don't know if you consider that a hobby or a routine, but
I do. I would, because I am too. So
that's pretty much the biggest one. But I'm like super like I like low key stuff. I do smoke cigars when I have like downtime on the weekends.
nice.
I don't know if that's a hobby either, just
It can,
a
yeah. I mean,
habit.
fragrance is a hobby. Cigars
You know
is
what? You're right.
absolutely.
You're absolutely right. Um, I like I live in California, so anytime I get a chance to go to the beach,
Hmm.
anything. I don't do water sports though. I don't actually
Same.
enjoy being in the ocean, just near it.
Me
Um,
neither.
'Cause I don't trust the ocean. But
I've had bad experiences myself, so that's why I.
you understand. Plus,
Hmm.
you don't know what's going on in there, and since that's not my house, I don't try to disrespect whatever's in there. I leave it
Right.
alone.
Exactly. Exactly. And I mean, for me, I almost drowned in the wave pool when I was 9. So, right before I moved back to New York, I got taken to a water park as like a goodbye celebration with my uncle. And yeah, I got dragged into like a 30-foot or something like at least it would have felt like 30 feet because I'm short. Uh, it was a really, really big wave pool that just, yeah, almost drowned. And I was like, yeah, no, if I'm going to the pool, I'll go in the pool, but no oceans. But I'll go into the pool at like the 4 or 5 feet range, and that's as far as I'm going. I'm not going any deeper. Gym Rat, yes, just sampled Figment Man, awesome stuff. I like to mix up my caps. Yes, definitely change up the clothes, change up your caps. I will roll you a niche blunt. Says empty
Uh,
sense.
I'm
But
into fashion too. That's the other thing. Like that's what got me
mm,
into fragrance. That's what got me into YouTube. I wasn't trying to do a fragrance channel. I was trying to do a
got you.
fashion channel. I did a couple of fragrance videos and it just fell down from there.
Got you. Hmm.
You
Shouts out
smelling
to
Lone
Dry
Reach?
Down Lowdown. Yes, I'm smelling it right now. I'll say this: it's definitely. I don't think it's gonna show up. I think it's getting blasted with the light, but it has definitely like it takes over. There's a good amount of oil because the whole thing is just really like on there. Um, really quick. Shouts out to Dry Down Lowdown. I'll say this: a lot of these come off very at least from this set, right? I don't know how the um coffee lush will come off or tobacco, but these come off very like fresh or citrusy. Either way, it's just depending on which blend of citruses. There is like I'm getting musk, I'm getting woods, I'm getting a it's interesting. It's definitely a lot more toned on the citrus than what I would have thought.
So wait till it dries down because Lone Reach,
Mm,
it's not going to be about citrus anymore. Like it's like a little bit in the opening, maybe,
right.
but this is like a winter scent. I mean, it's a
Okay.
date night banger for sure. It gets like a little bit warmer, a little bit sweet. Well, sweet, spicy, not too spicy, just like a touch of it. And it gets nice, but this
Okay.
shines like when you walk outside, if it's like a little windy. Oh,
Mm,
forget about it. It's amazing.
mm. That aroma, that waft from the loft, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah,
Great
that's pretty
jam.
much what it is. But it's so, so good.
Mm. And about how long does this fragrance last on you when you've
Well
worn?
over 10 hours. So I think all of these give me over 10 hours. I can't tell you how much over 10 hours because I'm not going to be
Right,
able to wear it for longer than that because, by the time I get home. But
right.
this one, well over 10 hours, and everybody will smell you all day. So I would
Got
say
you,
it's not as potent as Fresh Boss. Fresh Boss is a beast. But Lone Reach is pretty potent.
got you. Yeah, I mean, I smelled it from like right here when I first sprayed it, so I will say, give it credit for that too, out of respect to Glenn. I mean, Ron, you don't have to be quiet. Just be yourself. That's the one thing about here. We are ourselves, within reason. Like don't come off too rude, but just as far as being yourself, if you don't have to like silence yourself. I love mothballs and cherries. Jesus Christ. I don't like Lone Reach. You gave it away. Oof. Sorry to hear that, Captain. Do.
Yeah,
But
I just really
yes.
like it. This is one of my first pickups, I think.
Mm, okay. Got you. Is DDLD allowed to drive our people? Okay, this is taking a turn onto somewhere else with Pat getting on dry down, low down in his age. They have a running joke. Joe looks like Mr. Miami's stepson. Oh, thank you. Also great to see you, Julie, and I appreciate you. Uh, but nah, that's and Captain, I don't want you to lie either. I want you to be who you are, tell it like it is, because that's why I've always appreciated you. Captain, you are my captain. Um, so yeah, and shouts out to Kyla. So so you said fall and winter kind of date night situation for Lone
Yeah, I
Reach.
mean it's pretty sweet. So I think that that's typical. I mean, I wear it to work though too, because it's
Got
not
you.
too sweet, and they seem to like it there. And I do like to kind of wear stuff that's easy to wear at work when I can.
Right. I mean that only makes sense, to I used to wear like Tuscan leather and some of the like amens and everything to work, and overall they were pleasant, but when I wore like 12 sprays of Tuscan leather, I was nobody's favorite that day.
They get
Dylan,
pretty
great to
upset.
see. Yeah, especially that one. They were like, and Darren, great to see you too. Yeah, that wasn't the that was not the a good idea to wear that day. I'll definitely say that for sure. Which one do I have? I want to do barbershop because a lot of people have talked about barbershop. I'm not big into barbershop fragrances, but I can appreciate a good barbershop fragrance. So I know it. I know for a fact you tried this one because you holding the
Yeah.
bottle is in the thumbnail. Uh, but yeah, let me see. It went in my mouth, like I had some of it wet still, and that's what she said.
It
But
smells good, but I don't think it tastes too good.
yeah, no, it definitely won't taste good. This this is reminding me a little bit right now, off the paper, like Five Gum, but it got on
Okay,
my
I think I'm
fingers.
picking that up.
Yeah, the blue one, the blue Five Gum, because I know this has like mint. At least it's coming off with mint. A little bit of anise, musk.
It's like mentholy. I can totally see what you're saying.
Yeah.
This was my first barbershop scent because, like, I don't shy away from anything, but I
Hmm.
don't. It's not necessarily a genre that I gravitate towards.
Right. I'd say for an intro bar, because my favorite barbershop scent, because it's one of my favorite fragrances, is 1725 from Histoires de Parfum. This would kind of be in that realm, just less vanilla and the anise and more mint for sure. That like that mentholated menthol vibe. Uh there's
This
a
is
yes,
amazing.
yes.
So I agree with you completely. The 1725.
Yes, absolutely. I love 1725. I need to get another one. And this isn't powdery. 1725 is powdery. That's the other thing. Great to see Kelsey though. I appreciate Kelsey's not even in the US. Kelsey's all the way overseas and she's somewhere in the UK. And I just appreciate, and I'm saying somewhere because I'm not trying to give out her location like that, but I know because she likes to fire. What do you mean somewhere from the UK? I'm like I know where you're from, Kelsey. Trust me. But nah, it's great to have Kelsey here. And honestly, this I would get this. Like I said, if this was my own standalone fragrance, not standalone fragrance like mine, but I mean for barbershop purposes, I can totally see the purpose of getting this. I probably still will like this in 1725, and I'm set because I'm not big into barbershop fragrances. If you are big into barbershop fragrances, you could still probably pick this one up because it's only $30 and use this as like your absolute casual version of other barbershops. You know what I'm saying? Like keep 1725 if it's like a date barbershop or work barbershop and keep this for like, oh, I'm just going grocery shopping or I may go to the movies with it.
I think it's like an easier barbershop. Like it was my
Hmm.
introduction to it. And I think this was a really good place to start because a lot of them for like people like me are a little bit too, I don't want to say challenging because it's not that they're challenging, it's that they're not as easy to wear.
Right. Real men discuss other men. Well, I have no idea where you went with that, Rudy, but I'm sure that there's something going on in there that oh, to be honest, real men don't discuss fragrances. They discuss. Listen, real men wear pink first of all. But if we're gonna start talking about real men, first of all, real men wear pink. Uh, real men cry, and then real men discuss sports, and then fragrances. That's the order, Stefan. Get it right. Um, just messing with you. Uh, I appreciate that. I've never tried that, Jonathan, but I will say that uh, Captain was right that Rive Gauche is definitely the best, one of the best, if not the best, barbershop fragrance. I've tried it only once, and I appreciate that blend of. It was a old school cylinder YSL bottle, but a lot of people like at the barbers too. Have you tried at the barbers from Mason Margiela, the
I've only
replica?
tried it on paper. I
Okay.
remember liking it, but not feeling like I needed it.
Okay. Got you. And And had you already owned this yet, or had you not, or
I'd
tried this
already
yet?
owned this. I
Okay.
actually probably only tried that one within the last 6 months. And I
Okay.
do also remember thinking I preferred that one if I were to get it for myself to something like Beau de Jour, because
Got you.
that is a little bit not, it's not really in my vein of fragrance.
Got you. Got you. Got you. Got you. Okay. And nah. I mean, honestly, I'm actually kind of impressed with that. If that that might actually end up being, because it's different enough. Like I said, the thing so far that I've kind of seen, at least again, I know taking into the fact that some of these may or may not be reformulated, is that some of these were more like citrus heavy at the top. Like they all kind of almost smell the same, and I get the point of like the DNA. Mine is barbershop. Mine is barbershop. They all kind of almost start the same, but then they go their own separate way, and so uh, in one way or another. But that would kind of be that one's definitely different. That almost brought me back to the Fresh Boss when I first tried Fresh Boss. I was like, oh, okay, this is different, you know. So
Yeah,
I
it
I,
is.
I think that's where I'll go with that. This is barbershop. Uh, I'll just put barber on it so this way. BARB. Also, shouts out to Ali who is hacked into the Dry Down Lowdowns account right now. If you're still here, I appreciate you, Ali. And I really find your banter very funny in the chat. It really is, especially whenever Joe does come on screen. That they're hilarious. Like he'll be saying something, and then she's like getting on him and busting his balls, and like it's a very funny thing to see. But Silver Lux, I'm gonna get into next only because my hand touched it and picked it up. I have secured my account again. Oh well, good job. Uh, Dry down, low down, and Ali, send me love chat money stuff. I think she's talking about super chats. So if you want to send Ali super chats, by all means, feel free. Um, but you can scroll up, Joe. Ask Sarah my question, good sir. I got you, Joel. Also, shouts out to Terry Smiles. Great to see you. Please hit the like button. Gorguts, great to see you. What's cracking, Joe? Let her know I've watched several of her review videos. So Gorguts
Thank
is a
you.
fan of yours.
I
Uh,
appreciate that.
uh, and Allie has survived the ride home. Good to know. Uh, Joel, I'm trying to find you. We got Rico here. I have not smelled barbershop scent, but I need that to own. Uh,
Yeah, you do, Rico.
yeah, Rico. Yeah, Rico. Absolutely. Uh, I mean, you own everything else. You might as well
I
own
mean,
that.
I wasn't gonna say it, but you said it, so
Also great to have
hey.
Hills here in Yara, Hills Yara at the Burrow. Check out their channel. Great stuff. I can, yes, Joe, please retype it because I can't find it at this point. It's lost in the abyss. But please type it again. Dry down, low down. Did you forget your password account again? Uh, no, it's definitely great to have Hills and Yara in here, or just Hills, or Hills Yara, Yara Hills, whichever variation. It's great to have both of them. Smokey, it's great to see you too, and Fernando. Thank you all for stopping by. We are smelling some authenticity perfumes, and on the back of my AARP card, jeez, Joe. Um, this is. I want Sarah to review two. Have you tried Toothman Intense?
I haven't. I don't remember if that's one of the ones I looked up. But I've taken a little bit of a break from doing hauls because it was making me very tired.
Got you.
So,
Got you. Joey, gonna let you know I purchased everything I believe I need for heat shrink wrap versus that wild wrap. I know. Hey, I like the wild wrap though, but that's awesome that you're like growing and building and doing. Uh, So yeah, while I wait for Last of Mohicans comment to come up, I am smelling Silver Lux. I'm getting like a little bit of an incense vibe from it, but with like musk deep. There's woods. It's one of the more different ones, absolutely.
It's my first
From
one
the
from the house, and I love coconut and I love sandalwood. And
yes,
I mean, I'll just show you my
that's what it
bottle.
is. It is coconut and sand. All right, I'm gonna full screen you right quick.
I mean, look how much of a
That's a
dent
dent.
is right there. And it's like a 60 ml, and it's not like, I don't have enough bottles. It's just,
Right.
it's really good. It's my favorite one. And even though it's my first, it's still, even though I own all of them, it's probably always going to be my favorite one.
Mm. Yeah, now the coconut's coming out more pronounced. The wood before, okay, that was sandalwood. That makes sense. This isn't citrusy, so I don't mind. I like freshies, but I like them within reason. Like if I have, I don't want a whole bunch of freshies that all kind of smell like each other. But
It's so nice.
this is it comes off creamy. It doesn't come off as suntan lotiony, but it does remind me of a lotion at the same time. Like
Yeah,
it doesn't
the
remind me of
sandalwood.
suntan. Yeah, the
I think
sandalwood
it's the
and coconut.
sandalwood mixed with a little bit of that coconut. It's just so creamy. And the citruses just give it a little added touch of sweetness. I like the nickname Glamazon, by the way. However, I am
Yes.
insanely shorter than the camera might suggest. So I don't think it's going to catch on.
Hey, maybe not. Mohicans and I are big fans of WWE. There was once a wrestler named nicknamed the Glamazon, and so that's kind of probably where he's referring to all that. So it's a little inside joke to me because I'm a WWE fan and he's a WWE fan. But at the same time, your name's Glam Finds or your channel's Glam Finds. So
I
it
mean,
all
that's
ended
true.
up tying in. Great joke, Joe. Great job. I'll give you 69 hand claps for that one. That was awesome. Uh, no coconut. Yes, Captain. I could tell you right now that the captain would not approve of this, not because it may be badly blended, not because of the
Oh, it's so good.
ingredients or anything, but just because of the fact that you could have put everything else in there that Captain loves, but if you even put it next to a coconut, not even that you put coconut in it, it's automatically
That's the
disqualified.
bummer, like right now, because I mean, where I live, it's pretty hot already.
Hmm.
I am only buying fragrances with coconut for at least the next, like, I mean, I'm not buying a ton of fragrances, but pretty much everything I'm buying in the next 2 months is just gonna have to have coconut as like the main
Hmm.
note, because I'm super obsessed with it for my summer scents.
Uh-oh. Sarah
Do it,
being a bit of
Hillary.
an influencer. Honestly, I say do it too. Like, go ahead, please
My
do it.
head is less hot than a lot of other heads.
Hmm. Especially like come the summertime, it'll definitely work itself out. That it's a nice
It does. I mean, it doesn't really get cold in California. Our winters are not real winters, so
right. Why buy them if you're not going to put a dent into it? Says Terry Smiles, talking about the fragrances. I
I
agree.
mean
Wear
that's
your
true.
fragrances. Get it ready for making sense. I'm coming for a haul from you. Hey, shouts out to Cindy for getting a whole bunch of making sense fragrances. Yeah, this is pretty nice. This is pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. This isn't a bad fragrance. I'll have to spend some time with it. It's not an immediate love for me, so I have to just give it some time and wait and see. But overall, like none of these so far have been like grotesque or disgust. Uh, I know, Captain. I'm just messing with you. He does love coconut, just not in his actual fragrance. So on a woman, it does smell great. That's
I
basically
think
where his point was.
this would I would say Silver Lux is probably the most unisex coconut fragrance I've ever smelled, other than LeBeau, which
Mm,
is awesome, but I think that one, the dry down, is more Tonka based.
got you.
But I feel like if it's a guy that wants to try coconut, although if he hates coconut, he hates coconut. This is like really nice, especially when it dries down.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna spend a little bit more time with that. Uh, Masoni Wave classic fragrance in the mail. I think Sarah said the performance sucked, but most other reviewers had good luck with them.
I only had the original Missoni, and I just wasn't getting projection. I don't know why, but it could have just been that I was nose blind, to be completely honest. But I have no idea. I sold that one like over a year ago. I haven't tried Wave. I'm curious because I do like that DNA. So I don't know. I might give it a shot. I heard actually really good things about that one too.
Mm, hell yeah, hell yeah. Um, yeah, I can't believe it's snowing in New York right now in middle of March. It makes absolutely no sense.
It's snowing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah, no,
That sounds rough.
aren't you glad you came when you did and you avoided all the snowstorms and all the
Dude, it was
heavy.
too cold for me when I was there. I was just like, I literally, anytime I was just like, I can't handle the cold, I would just tuck in, eat at whatever restaurant I ended up being in front of, and then like just wait it out and then do it again.
Hmm.
But it was the first day I was there, it was super hot, so it couldn't really make up its mind. And then the second
Right.
day, it just got freezing cold, which is
Hmm.
insane to me.
Right. Not definitely. I'd say April is a safe time if you don't like cold to entertain coming back to New York. Otherwise, not necessarily that you should come this April, because I know you also have something that I'll let you plug in a little bit. But just in general, April's, May's are like a pretty like the earliest probably if you don't like cold. Like avoid it from November, like Thanksgiving until April. Just save yourself the hassle because it makes absolutely no sense. And the snow and everything else.
It
It's
it's confusing out there. It doesn't seem to know whether it wants to be cold or not.
it was Long Island smoky. Long Island. I mean it's not sticking, but just the fact that it's March and it's snow. Like those two things. We're not in Canada. Sorry, Chris. But we're not in Canada, so there's no reason to. Yeah, it snowed in Delaware. See, so I have one last sample, and then we could get into like the coffee lushes, and I'll even like drop the link if you have a few minutes, so this way, if anyone wants to come on, ask some questions. Shouts out to Caboose Juice, I appreciate you. But I have one more, and it's Urban King. So this one I haven't heard too much about, but ooh, that's so for point of reference, my hand is like literally right here. It's just elevated now, but it literally moved from there to here. I smell that already. It's not bad. I'm just saying that I smell it. Joey is from Strong Island. I knew I liked that guy. Grew up in Roosevelt Field. Yes. See, Captain and I share a lot of common ground. This is deeper, darker. It's coming off.
But the
I
problem is I don't know if you have the first version or the second version because I don't have the first version.
got you. Okay. No, I have the first version. Probably more than likely. I'll be safe to say because again, I've had this sample set for a year and it was given to me, so they've probably had it for a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? And so, mm, musk woods, no citrus. It's fruity. I don't know what
It's
fruit
fruity.
though.
Strawberry.
Okay. Oh, I should have picked up on that. Shouts out to strawberry shortcakes. Uh, she's not even a fragrance reviewer, but we met her on. I'm not sure if you've heard it. I think you have because I think y'all were on a live stream together with Dan. I am Joey Cannoli. Uh, he
Yeah.
wears the Pit Viper glasses, but he whatchamacallit, we found this person because we do like on Thursday nights, he'll do a thing where he kind of like goes on other social media platforms to just meet people, not even in the fragrances, but just meet people. And so we met her, and since then, like she only had Marc Jacobs Daisy. Then in December she bought like 5 fragrances, so now she has her own collection. She's definitely one of us. And then she's like doing a few YouTube videos. Like she collabed with me and did a makeup video 2 weeks ago, and just she's looking to get herself out there. But that's interesting that this is the strawberry note. That's uh woods, musk. I don't mind this. And I know like I'm probably everyone's gonna be like, what? But it has strawberry. Mm. I'm going to have to give this one like Silver Lux. It's like I'm gonna have to give it time just to see if I'm gonna buy it or when in the range I'm gonna buy it. Urban King, I'm gonna have to give it time just to see how it develops, because this is, out of all the ones that I've tried so far, this is absolutely the most different of the bunch.
I would agree with you.
And for like Urban King, this is almost like an urban legend of sorts. Like, yeah, the fragrance was
I can see
strawberry.
that.
Uh, what is the worst fragrance that you have ever smelled?
Okay, so I blind bought, and I think I'm gonna get persecuted for this because I'm sure it's everyone's favorite. I still hate Encre Noir. It's
Oh no, that's fine.
I'm not a fan, but I've smelled like niche stuff at Bergdorf Goodman's that were way
Mm-hmm.
worse than Encre Noir. I didn't write down all the names, but I know I went there thinking like, oh my God, I'm gonna love so many things. And then I was like, I don't think niche, some of these niche houses just make something smell real funky and then sell it and then people go nuts.
Got you. I was asked to do a twirl really quick. Also, shouts out to Eugene. All right, you smells good. So I will. How can I do this right quick? Go ahead. I'm gonna have to kneel so this way, and not that I'm gonna become Neil. That's Cuddles, but I know it's not necessarily the most sexiest catwalk. You know, I'm not looking to rip the runway
It's
or be
more of
on the
a
next
waddle
Tom.
than a twirl, but
Well, it was a little bit Mr. Miami inspired. I was on my tiptoes when I did it, you know, but it definitely he loves his Hawaiian shirts, and since I'm wearing my Hawaiian shirt, this stream is going very well. Glad everyone's enjoying themselves. I am too, Terry. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you all. Uh, listen, if you all could just like the video for me, I'll be more than happy, you know. And y'all are enjoying Sarah's company. I'm enjoying Sarah's company. Yes, definitely a good time for sure. And I'm very grateful that she's here. Boost.
thank you. I appreciate it. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I said, long time coming. Yeah, I'd say with Urban King, this is more of a TBD, just from the point of that's just different. Like I have to actually spend some time with that, so I can't even like if a lot of my reviews would take a week for me to like almost try it, unless it's something super simple. This one I'd need almost like 2 to 3 weeks just to break this one
Oh,
down, just because I don't want to go off of like initial first reaction off of that, and it may change, you know. But so what are some of your experiences with Urban King? Let the people know, because you've been
Urban
wearing
King
it.
is not one that I gravitated towards too much. I really should spend a little bit more time with it. This was just one that it's different. It's sweeter than I typically gravitate towards. Like Lone Reach is sweet,
Hmm.
but Lone Reach has like a little bit of warm spiciness to where I'm like more into it. And I feel like the sweetness in Lone Reach is like it's not in your face. So I really
Hmm.
like that. Um,
Got you.
but this one I really never spent too much time with. now that it's getting warmer, I think I'm going to, because I don't think I got it at the right time of the year.
Mm,
Um, the only one that I really wear like all of the time is this one.
Silver Lux, right?
Well, and I have Romeo Blue 2.0. I wear that to the gym really consistently just because it's super nice, super clean, super fresh with just a touch of sweetness.
Nice, 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 nice. RXL wants to know: will you ever wear gray flannel?
Um, when I should say, maybe in the fall when do like another haul because I need to get rid of a lot of these bottles before I haul stuff again. Because this room one day I just walked in here and I was like, I can't take this anymore. It's too much.
Got
So once I get rid of enough, I may do like a haul every 1 to 2 months, and I'll get
it.
like
Hmm.
a handful of fragrances. And hey, Claudia, um,
Yes.
and maybe I will grab a couple of cheapies. But I just got to the point where I was just like, I can't keep buying. It's too much. It's too many things to have, and it's making picking a fragrance every day way too hard.
Right. Nah, absolutely. That makes sense. Fried out, swagged out. Also, I really want to give one quick shout out. Shouts out to Mike over at Making Sense for the super chat that he went ahead and he dropped. Great stream. I appreciate you, Mike. Thank you. It really does mean a lot. Uh Rico over at Fried out, swagged out. I want to know what was the most F boy comment Sarah has ever received on YouTube.
So it depends on how you're asking it.
Okay.
Um, it really depends on the content. I mean, I've had people ask for quote panty dropper videos, and I will never ever drop that video because it doesn't make sense because it's not a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, is that what you're asking? Or are you asking like the comments that people have said towards me? Because the most F boy one was so inappropriate that YouTube went ahead and deleted it because YouTube thought, hey, this is probably not something another human being needs to read.
Right. Right. Absolutely. And I mean, sometimes those comments get a little bit too much. And maybe Rico, if you could specify that a little more, I got
Yeah,
you
man.
on the rewind. They're talking about me flexing, Captain and Coke. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Uh, Also, I think I RXL asked, would you ever wear gray flannel, or have you tried gray flannel? What are your thoughts
I
on gray
haven't.
flannel?
Me or
Okay.
you? Have you?
You. I have Rip the Mick. His name was Dan My Mickers. He was another old school YouTube reviewer. He did a gray flannel challenge where he would just send a sample. It's almost like the secretions challenge now. And yeah, it smelled like urinal cakes in a toilet. Like clean urinal cakes. Like a fresh urinal cake that or flowers in a
I
toilet.
don't
That's
think it
basically
makes it that much better than it's a clean one. I'll tell
right.
you now, I probably won't try it now that I know what it smells like.
Right.
It's gonna be a hard pass for me.
Absolutely. Joe coming in with the rapid fire questions. First of all, do you like Terre de Hermes since you didn't like Encre Noir?
Um, I don't like it. I do like the O Intense Vetiver. That one's actually really good. But
Okay.
the OG, I don't want to write it off because I would imagine in a couple of years, like when I get maybe more used to that smell, I might like it. So I'm not going to say I hate it. I just don't love it. And my favorite note, you're very fast, sir. My favorite note currently, I would say, is coconut.
Right. Oh, speaking of Captain,
the,
but Captain
the
likes you,
hater of
so
coconut.
the hater of coconut, but the lover of Sarah over here of Glam Finds, the
Thank you,
Glamazon.
Captain.
So, and listen, if Captain likes you, then that means something is going right. So
Something is
that
wrong with me. Just kidding.
But yeah, not here, not here. But Stefan, thank you for the $2. Joe and Sarah are rock stars. I appreciate that. You know, I'm trying to
Thanks, man.
do my thing. Uh, Aram, stop enjoying my comments. Shouts out to the one and only I am Joey Cannoli. Check his channel out. The man streams 5 nights a week, and he's also including morning shows now with some cannoli and coffees. So definitely make sure that you tune in. If you haven't before yet, please subscribe to his channel, hit the bell. The man is providing entertainment of not just fragrances, but even just daily life things, mental health Mondays, toxic Tuesdays, karaoke Wednesdays, New Mutant Thursdays, where he will go and he will venture out across social media platforms and meet new people and introduce you. So this way, everyone can say their story. And then on Fridays, we get drunk. So that's just kind of where everything is. But no, Joey Cannoli, awesome. I'm grateful for even like coming across his channel. I've known him since I started reviewing. I knew him when he was a teenager and I had just turned 20. So like I've known him for a very long time, and to see the development and the evolution is just awesome. Uh Ron wear gray flannel. Let me see. Captain Blimp, thank you. Great stream. I'm glad you appreciate it. I really appreciate you all. I never had a woman sleep with me because of my fragrance.
Isn't that
Oh,
crazy?
yes. Banana Republic, gardenia, and cardamom. Gotta try that one.
Yeah, that
Uh,
actually sounds really interesting.
yes, absolutely. I've tried a few of them from their line. I want to get their Tonka and tobacco. Speaking of tobacco, what is this tobacco boss like?
Tobacco Boss.
Yes.
The easiest answer. It smells like pancake syrup. I wore this to work. I think maybe 3 sprays. It has to be the most potent fragrance I've ever owned in my entire life because I got to work and I was at my car deep into the parking lot.
Mm.
Somebody that had just walked out of the building, which is one level of stairs up, came out of the building and smelled pancakes.
Oh
And
wow.
as they're coming down the stairs, they see me and they're like, "That's where that pancake smell is coming from. You smell like pancakes." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Dude, I
Right.
smelled you when I opened the door." And I was like, "Oh boy." So the
Mm.
entire shift, anytime I walked past anything, they were like, "You guys smell pancakes?"
Right.
All shift.
Jeez.
It was rough, but I'll tell you what, if you like the smell of pancakes,
Mm-hmm.
this is probably the one for you. You're not going to get a ton of tobacco. But my buddy he said that there's this Bond fragrance. I do not remember which one that reminded him of pancake syrup, and it's like discontinued. And he's like, now that I have this, I don't have to hunt for it anymore.
Mm. So it would come off like syrupy, licoricey kind of vibe
Straight
with
up
the
pancake
tobacco.
syrup. Like it's not
Okay.
it's not even anything else. Like in the beginning, like it opens up, you can get a little bit of the fresher notes, but those are gone so quick and it's just a beast.
Got
Absolute
you.
beast.
Got you. Got you. Got you.
It's nice if you like pancake syrup specifically.
Nice. Sh- Gotta give a few shout outs really quick. Wiz, thank you. Stop flexing. Keep the stream PG. I can't help it. Okay, I can't help my gifts and my just but no. Thank you for the 199 super chat. Ali, thank you for another 199 super chat. Julian with the $20 super chat.
Oh.
Sarah's really nice, but could break Mr. Smelly in half. Listen, and y'all are trying to set me up. Me and Dan just made up. Let's not do that right now, okay? Gotta go all A. Jonathan, thank you for stopping by. I know I'm a little bit late to the party, but I appreciate you for you know coming through. And first time I have given love money. Don't know what I am doing, but you want to be her friend. A, you have a friend in Alley, Sarah. There you go.
Hey, I appreciate that. That's why I'm in this community. I like
Right.
just got into it because I was like, it'd be kind of cool to meet new people, and it really has been.
Right. Uh Hollywood Chuck Hogan, thank you. What you gonna do when the Chuck Maniacs at 24 Winter Pythons run wild on you, brother? Jesus. Appreciate the 4.99. Joey loves your hair. So
Thank
that's
you, Joey.
see see a lot of people get us a little bit misconstrued a little bit. They're like, oh, they're just a bunch of frat boys or whatever. It's like, no, we could conduct ourselves civilly and then once it strikes midnight, then something else. Even stronger than Happy Land.
Girl,
Oh,
yes. Which is saying a lot. So
mm,
you probably can't even try. You can't try this one. This one is Tobacco Boss is really strong. So Claudia has got on the Happy Land train because I
okay,
fell down that rabbit hole pretty hard. And
okay,
those are so strong that she can't really wear them.
right. Right. Not. I'm still waiting to try Happy Land. Dry Down Lowdown is thankfully sending me a few samples for me to actually get a hold of the house. And I'm definitely looking the best maple syrup in Canada. The Krista Canadian would agree with me. Empty Sense would super chat to see you break Ron in half. I mean not Ron, break Dan in half.
The
69,
violent
69.
crowd.
Is it midnight yet? Says Mr. Miami Cuddlesy. Shouts out to Juju. That is Joey's wife. I am Joey Cannoli's wife. So that's Mrs. Cannoli, the first lady of the Cannoli Mafia. And shouts out to Captain Cuddles over here. Cuddles crew, Neil, thank you for stopping by. It is not midnight yet. It's nowhere near midnight yet. But drop some 69s as some people already are doing. And it's going in the mail tomorrow. Hey, thank you. He's talking about my package, and yeah, we're all caught up. Green Aura. How was Green Aura?
So it is nice if you like green apple.
Mm-hmm.
It is an easier to wear one because I feel like although it's a good performer, it's not as beastly because some of them are way too beast.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Yeah, it's nice. It's got a little bit of gardenia. The cannabis note, I don't feel like the cannabis note is defined, but I want to give you a heads up. What I
Mm-hmm.
consider a cannabis note, because I live really close to Oakland, California, and that's
Yeah,
where the real strong cannabis is. So
exactly.
this, in comparison to that, I don't get cannabis in it at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a nice, clean green fragrance that's got a little bit of sweetness from the green apple and a little bit of a floral touch from the gardenia. It's really nice
Got you.
though.
Got you. Also, one time for the one time. Shouts out to Yara, dropping a 96, flipping things around. So how does it compare to Summer Vibes? Because Summer Vibes does have cannabis also. So like out of or is this basically maybe something like his new version of a Summer Vibes type of?
No, I think it's pretty different. Summer Vibes is cleaner.
Okay.
Um, I think. Okay, hold on. Let me smell both. Summer Vibes is just like you're going to the pool and you just try to smell fresh, clean, really nice. This is a little different. It has apple. It has like a floral touch to it. Um, and it has more of a green feel. I don't really feel like I
Mm-hmm.
get that from Summer Vibes, which
Gotcha.
is I think this is 1.0. I actually like Summer Vibes the original more than 2.0, which is
Gotcha.
nice, but first version is still the best to me.
Absolutely. Okay. Okay. Good to know. Just so this way it made sense of like, again, in case people are coming across this video, they'll know what to look for and everything. And just, well, wait, that has cannabis and this has cannabis, so they're the same. And it's like, no. So that's why I just wanted you to go ahead and clear that up. Sarah, the Bay doesn't have cannabis. They got fire. That's true. They have a lot of fire.
We have actual fire. Yeah, we have both. We have a lot going on out here.
Got you. So, and then there was one more, and then I'll go ahead and just drop the link right now. In a few seconds, there was a coffee Lush.
If you like roast coffee and kind of like the smell of cappuccino,
Mm-hmm.
I actually like this one. I'm not a gourmand lover at all, and I don't like coffee fragrances. I should say that because I feel like they're severely more hyped than I feel like they need to be.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like this one when it's really cold because it is also potent. It's not tobacco potent, but it's still really potent. Yeah, and I do like that like roast coffee in there and that like cappuccino vibe. It's really nice.
Mm.
It is sweet though.
Got you. Got you. Sweet, like heavy, sickly sweet, or is this like sweet because of just the blend?
Okay. I don't feel like it's heavy, and I'm gonna compare it to something that I just sold off like a day ago.
Okay.
Halloween Man X, like I think that's a pretty popular coffee fragrance. I don't, I didn't really like that one.
Right.
This I prefer 100% to that one because it smells like
Awesome.
actual coffee with sweetness versus a bunch of sweetness with coffee. That
Right.
one and Azaro, the most wanted. I know that's not a coffee fragrance, but to me, that one smelled really similar to Halloween Men X. So that one got
Hmm.
dumped too. I would prefer this all day to both of those.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Not one of my favorites either, says Allie. Not
Yeah,
sure
I
which
don't know
one.
why coffee fragrances are so hyped.
Yeah, I think because people are still waiting for that true, really good. Also, shouts out to Jim Rogers. Coffee Lush is a compliment beast. Good to know. Hey, it works for some, works
Yeah.
a little bit for everybody. What's her favorite version of Summer Vibes?
Um, okay, so I don't know if it's version one got reformulated.
Right.
That's what this is. But there's also a version, I think, two. I don't know if
Yes,
I'm mistaken because I
that
have
is two.
this is two,
That is
right? The orange.
that is two. Yes.
Okay, then number one, the reformulated version of number one is my favorite.
Got you.
It's so clean. It's so clean, which I know not everybody cares for, but I like that.
Got you. Nice. Yara gave me a smiley face. Hey, shouts out to Yara. It's always great that to have Yara come through. And Hills by Killian Intoxicated is my jam. I do like Intoxicated. It's kind of similar to Amen, but without the tar. Not sure if you've tried that one.
I have not tried intoxicated that I can
Okay,
remember.
got you. Yeah, it's like a smoother version of Terry Mugler's Amen. I'll say that. Um, she's very knowledgeable. I am loving this because I am new to all of this, says Allie, who is the Dry Down Lowdown's girlfriend.
Allie is too kind. I thank her kindly.
Yes. See, we have a little bit of everyone as an audience. We have people who are into fragrances, who aren't, who are YouTubers, who aren't. So it's like one big happy family. And Darren wants to know compared to uh Intense or Risetto Cafe. So I'm guessing he's talking about Intense Cafe
About
and or
Montal,
Intense Cafe.
I have not smelled it, and I honestly will never try to smell it because I do not care for those notes at all. And
Got you.
Montal is so strong that basically taking those notes and making them stronger is not going to do anything for me.
Got you. Good to know. People who like to be hold on. People who like to be in YouTubers. Yeah, we also have that too, Hills. We have a little bit of everything, like I said. So, uh, but yes, I haven't tried Coffee Lush yet, but I do know Intense Cafe is. It's not the most authentic coffee note, but it does have a solid coffee rose fragrant with like oud fragrance thing going on. But yeah, Coffee Lush would be one that I would be interested to try. Oh, we have a guest.
Hello,
Hi,
mate.
Evil Baby. This is Stefan.
Ah,
Hey,
Hi.
Sarah.
hey, how
I
you doing?
good, good. I enjoy your guys' talk, man. I really like the interview.
Appreciate it, Stefan, and
Yeah,
thank
I
you
appreciate
for
it too, man.
your super chat and your
Oh, for
comments.
sure.
Supporting your fellow West Coast people.
Yeah.
Oh,
I appreciate it. It really means a lot to see you. Doing good things and contributing to the West Coast Fragcom community.
Yo, I try. I try.
In between naps and bottles and diaper changes, it really means a lot, Evil Baby.
Exactly. You know what I do to my diaper? I spray a little Zerge off on it before nighttime, and then it
Mm.
helps me go to sleep like a little baby. Yep.
Ooh, Evil Baby's fancy.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm fancy. Are we fancy, huh?
I'm fancy.
I don't
I'm
know
fancy.
if anyone asked the question to Sarah about, or she answered the artist that she like. I was just curious about that,
Go ahead.
about what type of artists.
For music.
Yeah, music.
I have been all over the place lately because I've been trying to make a summer playlist.
Mm.
Oh, that's
Summer
cool.
vibe.
Nice.
um, I couldn't even tell you exactly what it is because it's like it's definitely it's not reggae. It's like I do not know what genre it is. It's like it's more about the music than the words. They could literally be saying anything. I don't care, but anything that makes me feel like I'm by a pool lately is what I've been listening to.
Yes, I love that.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, that reminds me of I've been into like the Hawaiian reggae type stuff. So like Jimmy Weeks project.
Nice.
I love that. But yeah, you got to share that playlist. Put it down.
Hawaiian reggae. I think I listened to something in that genre the other day. It's like because it makes me feel like I'm in summer and it's hot here, so I'm about that lifestyle.
Hell yeah,
Got
I
you.
love that.
Hell yeah. First of all, see you later, Gore Guts. I see your comment. I'm not going to highlight it really quick, but I do see you. Thank you for stopping by, and you are greatly appreciated. Joey, shouts out to I am Joey Cannoli for coming on. Hey,
Hey,
Joey,
how you
good to
doing?
see you. Hey, we here,
What's
bro.
up, bud? What's up, everyone? How you doing?
Hey, we
Hello.
here. Allie just had a quick question. What is your favorite citrus scent? And then I'll let Joey go ahead and take the reins for a second afterwards. But what's your favorite citrus scent, Sarah?
Can you give me a couple that you consider citrus scents so I can see where exactly I can take it?
Okay. I mean, even if Joey, you want to contribute, I think I'd start and maybe say something like Clinique Happy is absolutely
One of my favorites.
right. What about you, Joey?
You know, I like to imagine that Office for Men is a big citrus scent. It's just, that bergamot in the opening is very strong and intimate. It almost burns your nostrils. Toned down citrus is very like refreshing, but then there's that sharp citrus that's almost a little, cloying and it's sharp, right? So it kind of makes your nostrils wince when you smell
Mm-hmm.
the citrus. But I would say like Clinique Happy is more of a relaxed, smooth kind of uplifting scent. It makes you smile, right? Clean citrus brings a smile to your face.
Mm. Okay. Yes. And Dior Homme Cologne is another citrus musk, like lemon, almost like lemonade or clean
Yeah,
lemons.
big
I'm
fan. I know
actually
that's not your favorite, but I love it.
Right.
I I'm not like super into if it's super citrus heavy, I don't typically like it that much. Like
Got
I
you.
like fresh. How
Mhm.
about would Givenchy Gentleman Only count? Can we count that?
Yeah.
If that
Yeah.
you know what?
'Cause-
I'll tell you what, Dior or L'Eau Medial cologne. It's
Yeah,
different. It's not
that's a good one. It has
that one is
almonds in it.
really good. Yeah. I mean it's
Shout out to
honestly the
Almond.
almond is like
Shout out
why I
to
really
almonds.
love it, but it's super nice.
Got you.
Yeah, Patrick. Yeah, that's another thing. Citrine, Zaharoff Citrine. I've been wearing. That's going to be launching soon, and that's
Mm.
a very beautiful citrus fragrance. I think my favorite aspect of it is that it smells. It's it's not another cliche freshie. You know how those freshies they all kind of end up smelling the same. Feels like you've smelled it 100 times. This one really seems to stand alone, which is it's a nice switch up from the normal freshies.
Got you.
I picked this one up today. It's not my favorite yet, but Atelier Cologne Lemon Island. I thought it was really
Hmm.
nice. So I picked up a 10 ml because I figured if I like it, I'll buy the big bottle before Atelier Cologne leaves the US market at the end of April.
Oh, interesting.
Um
Okay.
I feel like I'm like forgetting a bunch of stuff.
Jardine
Juicy Flowers
exclusive.
has like a citrusy base, but it's also super sweet. I like that one a lot.
Got you. And I just want to chime in really quick. Allie is not old. The only person that is old is Dry Down Lowdown.
Mm.
Straight. So
Shout
where
out to the
Clinique
original
Happy?
golden era.
Hey, exactly.
We're talking like golden era Hollywood though, not Fredcom. We're talking like
Exactly.
19
Exactly.
early 1900s kind of vibe.
And then the only other citrus, I guess, maybe would be like Issey Miyake. Lodi say would probably be, even though that's yuzu heavy, but yeah. So that's kind of where the citrus thing is. Joey, what's going on, bro? How are you? How you doing? How's
I'm
life?
bloated. I'm bloated. I'm in bed. You know, I got the belly out. I'm indisposed. Gilmore Girls are hitting. You know, I'm really getting upset at Rory because she got so upset that, you know, her boyfriend broke up with her because she wouldn't say I love you. And now that he's in the picture, she's over here, fast company broad, looking at the bad boy in town in Stars Hollow. I'm very triggered right now. My stomach hurts, but I seen you were live, and
Yes.
you know, I'm just trying to calm myself. That's why I'm here. This is very therapeutic for me.
It's a very calming place. You know, Sarah's an amazing person, and she could provide
You
a
are
lot
too
of
good to me,
calming.
man.
You know, like we especially the first time, we like to at least, you know, like this is a real house, and it's like, okay, come, welcome. You know, yes, we will get you some water. Now eventually it'll be like, oh, can I get some water? It'll be like, oh, get up, you know where it is. But at least initially it's, we're very welcoming. It's very, you know, it's okay. You know, you could keep your shoes on. It's no leave your feet at the door. Leave your shoes at, if you leave your feet at the door, holy shit, that would be that would be
You shouldn't.
but but yet nah, you know, we're very welcoming, and just in general, I mean, you have a good vibe, you have a good presence, you make great content, you're
She
growing,
smiles
you're
a lot.
she's
Thank
what?
you very much.
That she, you know, she smiles a lot. It's nice. It's nice when you have a guest that smiles often. You know,
Yeah.
makes you.
Well, I mean, the alternative isn't particularly great, so I figure why not, right?
This is
It's
true.
not forced, right? It's natural. This is a
Right.
natural smile.
I don't have that like natural because you know how a lot of people's like resting face is very like disappointed. I don't have that. I thank God I don't have that. I'm not into that at all.
Yes, definitely not,
You're like,
Yeah,
definitely
man,
not.
that person is super disappointed. Like, I wonder what happened to make them that disappointed.
right.
I don't know, but it seems
Yeah,
tough.
my wife has a natural RBF, and you know, I know not to question it. I'm like, did I do something wrong? And then the anxiety starts talking to me, like, should you say something? And then I realize that's just how she looks. Like, there's nothing I can do. But yeah, the happy faces, you know, make me happy. So
Got you, got you, got you. Out of respect, I'm gonna say, since Joey's here, let's drop a 69. If you appreciate Sarah being here today, and if you want
yes,
her nickname while she's here to now be known as the Glamazon, drop a
Glamazon.
60. The Glamazon.
I like that.
A lot of people have been talking about it throughout the chat. So
It makes me feel taller, so I feel like let's keep it. Why not?
hey, 69s, oh, a whole bunch of 69s just came in. 69, 69, 96, 69, 69, 69. Yes, lots of 69. So there you have it. Anytime that you're around, you know, here, or, you know, if you stop by the cannoli verse or just anywhere, your new nickname amongst the family is Glamazon.
You know, I'm trying to get this glam thing to catch on. That's why. I mean, you probably know, like the glamcation thing.
I
I didn't
know
even
I was
think
gonna
about
give
that.
you
I
a
was just
plug.
like, we're gonna do glamcation, and like I was waiting for anyone to be like, what the hell is glamcation? No one even questioned it. They were like, yeah, man, that sounds great. I was like, okay,
So
Mm.
then
I'll
it's
do it.
glamcation.
What is glamcation?
It's just a little 3-day gathering in Torrance, California. I just thought it'd be cool to get a couple indie houses out there so people can go smell their product. But first and foremost, the reason I'm doing this is because I thought it was super weird that I'm in my 30s and I have a bunch of internet friends that I haven't met in real life. It
Mm.
it's not my style. So it's like, let me just meet my friends in real life, and then it's not weird anymore. So like when people at work are like, "Oh, what'd you do this weekend?" and I'm not gonna be like, "Well, I was talking to my internet friends," and like, man, that sounds like something that's gonna turn into a movie a few years down the line. So
Mm.
I figure let's just meet in real life, party because no one's been able to go anywhere for the last couple of years, and then we can, you know, smell some indie brands, buy some stuff, do fragrance stuff, but mostly just have a good time.
Hell yeah. And when is this supposed to be happening exactly?
April 29th through May 2nd. So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday night, just going to be casual, laid back hangout. And then there's going to be a fragrance expo Saturday morning and Sunday morning. And then Saturday night, we have a black tie event with the taco truck because tacos are super fancy. Sunday night, we're doing a beach bonfire. Tammy from Tammy Loves Fragrances on Instagram rented an RV. She's gonna take that to the beach. The taco truck is gonna meet us at the beach, and there's gonna be like drinks and there's gonna be drinks at everything. Because you know what, it's a real party. And then Monday morning, everyone is just gonna hang out, check out. Whoever wants to stay, I'm probably gonna stay another day or so if anyone wants to go like sightseeing in the LA area. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. But we have like some pretty decent houses out there. Like we got Kirk Elliott, City Rhythm, Shelter and Perfume, For the Scent of It, Nazar Fragrances, which is kind of newer, Aromas de Salazar, Elia Parfums, which is actually based out of the LA area. Actually, so is Kirk Elliott. And Mossy and Elemental should also be there. So I think it'll be a pretty good time.
Nice. Awesome stuff. I wanted to give you your plug because what you're doing, because you are doing this yourself, and doing it yourself is pretty awesome. The fact that you're the one organizing this. So I have to give you 69 hand claps for that.
Hey,
I appreciate that, man.
shout out to the clap.
Hey, exactly. I'm surprised we on glamcationing right now. Exactly. I know you mentioned it. I would love to go. Unfortunately, I just had shoulder surgery and I'm not going to be cleared in time. So that's the only reason why I'm not going. But I've known about this for a minute, and that's why, like, I mean, I could send you a personal message, right? And be like, oh my gosh, congrats. And I still can. But I want to actually do it on live and in person. So this way people realize, like, what you're doing right now is something really impressive. Because, again, you're the one running around. You're the one organizing it, and you're the one making the moves, basically, to set this up. So, that's impressive and just
I
great
appreciate
stuff.
that, man. Nothing makes you adult like having to plan an event, which is why I posted it the minute I thought of it, because I knew I would back out if I didn't, because it's more work than I, thought it was going to be. But I think it'll be super fun once it happens. But it does kind of feel like planning a wedding.
Right. Exactly. It can. I mean, anything really, anything big, anything small could feel like planning a wedding. So then planning it to like pull people in and brands and food and everything like that and multi-day, yeah, absolutely. But that's impressive. And so, I mean, with all of that being said, I don't really think there's much else I have to say other than shouts out and thank you to Julian, Mike, Aram, Allie, Captain Blimp, and Stefan, aka Evil Baby, for super chats. Shouts out to, of course, Joey for stopping by. Shouts out to, of course, the guest of the night, Sarah.
Great job,
from
Sarah.
Glam Finds,
Thank you, and thank you for having me
Glamazon.
on.
Hey, no problem. And just shout out to the chat. Thank you to anyone watching. Remember, we still have 2.5 hours before my Zherzhov giveaway closes. We are on the road to 2K subs. So be sure to do that. This is a little prequel giveaway. When I get to 2K, I will be doing more giveaways, but I'm also doing a 24-hour stream that day. Thank you. I appreciate you, Captain. I appreciate you, everybody. Just in general, the kind words mean a lot to me. And yeah, I will be announcing the giveaway tomorrow. I will do a very short stream. But shouts out to Glam Finds for the event planning. Shouts out to Glam Finds for making content that is just great. If you haven't tried Authenticity Perfumes, I do recommend you get a sample set to try them. They are worth that much for sure. I own Fresh Boss. It's nice. Mine reminds me of Orange Arbor, but as a whole, there are something in this house that is worth checking out. Some of these I got to give a little bit more time. I guess that's where I would stay. But all of that being said, Joey, are we having a cannoli and coffee in the morning?
We could. Okay. It depends. Does anyone in the chat, are they going to tune in?
Drop a 69 one last time if you're going to tune in for a cannoli and a coffee in the morning. So this way we could get that plug in right now. And then once we get that, we will just go ahead and wrap this up.
Yes.
So, because at the end of the day, anyone, especially on a Monday, would love
I know
to.
Monday mornings are rough for people, you know.
So that's why it's good. Oh, we got 1, 2, 3. Well, that wasn't a 69. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 9 so far. 7. So yeah, 7, and of course myself makes 8, 9, 10. Oh, I refuse to blink is here. Okay,
Oh,
so
I guess we're doing one. Yeah, I guess it's gonna happen.
it's gonna happen. So check out I am Joey Cannoli. Hit the bell so this way you're notified because it will be first thing in the morning. But with all that being said, thank you all for watching. Again, I look forward to working with you soon, Sarah, or and collaborating on other things.
Hey, I'm looking forward to it as well.
I appreciate it, and I will see you all later. And gonna go ahead and hit us with the outro. See ya.
Great job, Joe.